May's packing. She's getting ready to leave.
Something to feel good about.
You know what? We have a lot to feel good about. Luke is healthy. You're healthy. We got a baby on the way.
So I should just pretend that our son didn't just tell us he's gay?
I'm not saying that.
How can he be so sure about something like this? I mean, he's a child.
But Lily, he is. The only thing that he's confused about is how to deal with who he is.
Who he is? It's our son. Our beautiful baby boy, our innocent boy.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about here. You know, we can't let him think that we're trapped in old expectations. He needs to know that we understand this.
And you can.
I'm trying.
Why is this so difficult?
Because it's shocking news. We were broadsided. We just need to give it some time.
No, I don't need time. I need answers. I need to understand. Did we do something wrong?
So that's why you see it, like you did something wrong and I turned out gay.
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, what did you mean?
I'm just trying to sort all of this out. It's very hard.
Mom, I'm still your son.
Of course you are. And I love you.
Good. Now just accept me.
Hey.
Carly, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for Hal. He wants me to pick up Parker after school, so I need his keys.
Oh.
What?
Nothing. Nothing, if that's the only reason you're here.
Okay. I know that Mike's arraignment is this morning, and I'm here for moral support.
Well, he and Kate are here with Jessica. You can wait out here if you'd like.
No, I'm not here for them. I'm here for moral support. For you.
Me?
Yeah, Mike's your friend. I know this hasn't been easy for you.
Lately, I've been doing a lot of things that aren't easy.
Me too.
I got work to do, Carly.
Jack. You can't think that Mike had anything to do with the death of that woman all those years ago.
I'm just following evidence, Carly. Even if it leads me someplace I don't want to go.
Carly, what are you doing here? Hi. I just wanted Mike to know that I'm in his corner.
I appreciate that.
And I'm so sorry that this happened to you on your wedding day.
Well, not as half as sorry as I am.
Jack, we're ready.
Yeah, Mike,
No, Jack, it's cool. I told you, you're just doing your job, I understand.
I'm sorry it had to be me.
I'm not. Who better than you to keep digging down Tanglewood's mess?
We'll see. Meantime, let's get this part over with.
Jack, we've got a problem.
Can I wait? I've got the Kasnoff arraignment.
It's about the case, Detective.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Oh, Meg. Jen. Going somewhere?
I'm, moving out, actually. How's Dusty?
He is recovering. Physically. Emotionally, it's still going to take some time.
Well, it's hard to imagine what it must have been like to be a prisoner for all that time.
Yeah, well, he's trying not to think about the hell that Emily put him through.
Easier said than done.
Yeah. Well, Emily is a sick woman and she needs some help, and there's nothing that any of us can do except try to move on, which is obviously what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I think that's great. Really, I think a new town, new life, fresh start.
I'm leaving the hotel, Jen, but I'm not leaving town.
Oh.
Well, you might as well hear it from me. Paul and I found a place. We're moving in together.
You're having the baby?
Yes.
Why? What happened?
I'm allowed to change my mind, aren't I?
We talked about this.
Well, I've had a lot of time to think about it.
We agreed. Even Susan, even your mother thinks that having an abortion is the only real option here.
The only real option for you?
No, for everyone.
I've been through hell over this. It's all I could think about all night, and I have decided I can't go through with it.
Emily, you listen to me.
No, you listen to me. I want this baby, and I'm going to have it.
Well, I hope for everyone's sake that I can talk you out of it.
idea was it for you to move in together? Yours or Paul's?
Difference does it make?
Obviously none, I guess, because you two always do whatever you want anyway, without any thought about how it affects anyone else.
This move only affects Paul and me.
You really think that?
You know, I realize I'm not one of your favorite people.
And you're surprised after the hell that you put me through?
All I can say is I'm sorry.
Obviously, because that's all you ever say, and it rings hollow every single time.
Okay, so how can I prove myself to you, Jen? What do I have to do to get you to forgive me?
Finding a way to forgive you is not a priority of mine.
It is for me. I want to make amends whatever way I can.
And moving in with my brother, is that part of your plan?
Paul and I found a connection. He's trying to move on as well, and he's also trying to make up for what he did to you.
Is he now?
He got Dusty back for you. I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
Look, I know underneath it all there's a lot of anger and hurt, but you still love him. Come on, he's your brother. Cut him some slack.
And because you're moving in with him, I'm supposed to cut you some slack. Is that right?
No. I need to earn it, and I'm gonna try. Look, all Paul and I want is a shot at some happiness, just like you and Dusty.
Oh, no. No, don't compare us. Dusty and I have been through hell, and even after all that, we've never harmed anyone else. But you and Paul, you can even try to rationalize making Emily give up her baby just so you can get what you want. Now, how sick is that?
Actually, talk me out of it, so that I can try.
Okay. Can you tell me, though, what changed your mind?
A lot of things. Seeing Jennifer with Johnny, mostly.
Jennifer told you should have this baby.
No. No, we just talked about her son, mainly. And that by, how all rights that the child never should have been born.
Well, Craig Montgomery is his father.
Yes. But she didn't see it like that. She loves him now. He's his own person.
Jennifer's in denial. She thinks that Craig Montgomery isn't going to step back into her life sometime soon.
Yeah, she knows that it's a possibility, but she doesn't live in fear of it.
Well, maybe she should.
What do you say? I should be afraid of you?
No, I'm not saying that.
Because we're not alike. We're not like Jennifer and Craig. You want nothing to do with this child, right? So I have nothing to worry about.
No, I think you've got a great deal to worry about, but not that from me, no.
Well, I'm ready to face anything. You know why? This child's gonna give me hope. Just like Johnny gave Jennifer hope.
Okay. Jennifer is not facing the same kind of obstacles that you're facing.
I realize that. It's not like the baby's gonna be born tomorrow and I'm getting better every day.
Physically, yes, but emotionally, Emily, come on, how can you even contemplate having a child when it's going to take every ounce of energy that you have just to keep your head above water? You are going to prison. That is going to be an adjustment it's going to be brutal.
Maybe.
Definitely. Who is going to raise this child when you are in jail?
No, it's sure not gonna be you. Frankly, I don't want you anywhere near my child. As far as I'm concerned, you can turn around and walk out the door right now, and you'll never have to see me or our baby ever again.
You act like this should be so easy for me to accept when you've had trouble accepting it yourself. You didn't talk to us about it. You didn't tell anybody. Then you got us to believe that you were involved with Jade.
Mom, the whole reason I didn't tell you is because I was afraid of how you'd react. I thought you'd freak out. And look, I'm right.
Look, I'm just trying to sort all of this out. I love you. I want you to be making decisions and choices in your life based on something genuine. I'm just not sure you know how you feel yet. You're 16 years old. You're barely starting to figure things out.
You knew you wanted Dad when you were my age.
Yeah, well, our case was a little different.
Why? Why? Because you were a guy and a girl and that's the way it's supposed to be?
You know,
you knew what you wanted in your hearts, and I thought that that's what mattered.
Look, we fell in love when we were young.
So are you trying to tell me that you didn't know what you wanted when you were my age?
What I'm saying is that maybe you should keep yourself open to other possibilities.
Mom, that would mean lying to myself, and I can't do that anymore. You taught me to be honest, and the whole reason I even got in trouble in the first place was pretending to be somebody that I wasn't.
Are you sure that you were pretending? I mean, really? You had a very difficult year. You were sick. You almost died. Your father and I almost broke up. And then Jade comes into our lives and turns everything upside down. You have every reason to be confused. Maybe you're just looking for a little stability.
Mom, you can't rationalize this away. I am who I am. And I need you to accept that, to accept me. Or I can't see myself staying here any longer.
What do you mean it's missing?
The St. Christopher medal's missing from the evidence room.
How is that even possible? Okay, keep this low key. Just find out who is near that evidence room in the last 12 hours and report back to me. Only me. Thank you.
Jack does not look happy.
Jack, what's going on?
I don't know yet.
Well, can you tell us what you do know?
Look, if it's more bad news about the case, just tell me.
It's nothing that concerns any of you at the moment.
The cop just said it had to do with
It's
me.
an internal matter, Mike. I'm working on it. Really.
How the hell did you let the evidence of Mike's case just disappear from the evidence room?
What?
What evidence?
We're still investigating. We don't know exactly what's happened yet. What kind of idiot opens his mouth in front of a defendant and his lawyer?
Looks to me like your little bogus case against my cousin just fell apart.
Okay, Jack. If the evidence against my client is missing, then the arraignment is off. I want him out of here. No evidence, no case.
What evidence are we talking about? The St. Christopher medal. It disappeared out of the evidence room.
Just because it's missing doesn't mean it's gone.
Well, if it's missing, then it's gone. Or misplaced, or maybe it never existed, whatever, but I want the charges dropped. And let's not take this before a judge, because it's not going to look good for the department.
Jack, can I talk to you just for a second?
What?
Why are you fighting this? You hated arresting Mike in the first place. Now you have a perfect excuse to let him go.
No, this isn't a perfect excuse, Carly. Somebody tampered with the evidence.
And you'll get to the bottom of it. But while you're investigating, why not let Mike and Katie have some time without bars in between them? Come on, Jack.
Mike, you're free to go. Pending a full investigation, of course.
Thanks, Jack.
I wish I could tell you that you're off the hook, but you're not, at least not yet.
I understand.
So don't leave town.
No, he won't. I promise he will be right by my side.
Good.
Can we just go?
Yes, quickly, before he changes his mind.
I don't have to ask me twice.
Don't think for a second that you're gonna get away with this.
What the hell are you talking?
Save it. That evidence you took. I want it back.
You're not saying that you'd leave home because of this, are you?
Well, if you can't accept that I'm gay, I don't see why I should stay here and pretend to be part of this happy family. That would be like living a whole different
Of
life.
course we're a family. And we will be here for you always. We love you.
But you can't look me in the eye and tell me that you're okay with this.
I'm just trying to adjust to all of it. But nothing would stop me from loving you.
Well, if you love me so much, Mom, I don't understand what's so hard to handle.
It's just a very difficult world out there. Under the best circumstances.
I know. Nothing's easy and nothing's free. But you always taught me to be strong. And if anything, I think that this will make me stronger.
We don't want to see you fight a battle that you're not 100% sure is your battle to fight.
No. You're just pushing your doubts on me. You don't want this to be true, so you're trying to make me doubt it. But I can't, and I won't.
No,
So.
wait, no, don't turn this into a fight, please.
You know, when I told you the truth, I was afraid that you'd hate me. But I was wrong. It's not hate I see in your eyes. It's pity. And that is 10 times worse.
Look, come on, don't go,
Let him
please.
go.
Just give him some time. It's just going to make things worse.
If everything we say is wrong and everything we feel is wrong, how do we change that? What are we supposed to do?
Emily chose to end the pregnancy. And Paul didn't try to influence her. And I didn't even know about it till after she made her decision.
Oh, but you have to admit that her decision solves a lot of problems for you and Paul.
It's a baby that neither parent planned on, Jennifer. And neither parent is in a position to take care of it, especially Emily. This is the right choice that she's made for herself.
If she's making it for the right reasons.
She came to it on her own.
Really? How do you know that? Were you with Paul when he found out? Can you be sure that he didn't pressure her into doing this?
He would never do that.
Oh no, because Paul doesn't influence anybody about anything, ever.
He's trying not to make the same mistakes he made with
You know what
you.
I think he's trying to do is to clean up a mess. He doesn't want Emily to have this baby because he doesn't want to be tied to her forever, because it would be inconvenient now that he has you in his life.
Did you maybe consider that Emily doesn't want to be tied to Paul either? And that's why she's choosing not to have this baby?
I ran into Emily at the hospital, and I had Johnny with me. You didn't see the look in her eyes, Meg, when she saw my son. It is obvious that she wants this child.
I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't right.
It doesn't mean that it wasn't forced either. Trust me, Meg, the most dangerous thing that you could do is to start blindly trusting Paul, because he always has an agenda. Always. And someone always ends up getting hurt. And who's to say that this time it's not going to be you?
You haven't answered me. If you go to jail, who is going to look after this baby?
I haven't worked out all the details.
This isn't just hiring some local babysitter. You're going to need a lot of support, Emily.
And I'll get it. Don't you remember what you said to me when I was up on that cliff ready to jump off? You said that I wasn't alone in this world, that there are people who love me, even though you don't.
Loving you is one thing. Having the responsibility of raising your child while you're doing time for kidnapping is something else entirely.
Sure, my mother will manage.
How? She has a job. Raising a baby is a full-time gig. You know that.
She'll do just fine. She helped me out a lot when Daniel was a little baby. We'll figure it out.
You have to realize that there is only one reasonable solution for all of this.
I'm not getting rid of this baby.
Will you please just think about it for just a little while
I
longer?
have, and I've made up my mind. I need this baby.
Why?
Because it will give me a reason for living. God, don't you remember what you said to me up on that cliff when you were trying to save my life? You told me that there was hope, Paul, even for someone like me.
But there is hope. And I really hope that you do find peace. Have you thought about your son? Have you thought about how all of this is going to affect Daniel?
Don't bring him into this. You were the one who brought him here. You brought him here to show me that children make life worth living. Don't do that. You can't play it both ways.
I am just trying to make you see that this is about more than just you.
I know that. You're the one who can't seem to see the other things that it's about. It's about hope and salvation. I mean, forget the fact that I survived the fall. There's a reason this child survived the fall. It's a sign. It's a miracle, Paul. It's a sign that says that life is meant to go on. And you're either too scared or too selfish to see that.
You can't be here. You have to go. Emily, Dr. Schiller is ready for you.
I'm not going through with it.
Oh, honey, I know you're scared, but it's going to be okay. And I'll be right by your side.
You're not hearing me. I'm not going to have an abortion.
Why not? What changed? What did you say to her?
I've been trying to convince her for 20 minutes. I only hope that you have better luck. I pray, Susan, that you can convince her that having this baby is a huge mistake.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Welcome home, Miss Casno. Emily changed her mind. She's having the baby.
It's usually the holier-than-thou cops that have the most to hide.
You're her mother. Maybe you can get her to listen to reason.
I'm not going to say anything with you in the room. Okay.
I'm having this baby.
Count.
Don't try to talk me out of it.
I won't. I'm just a little concerned, that's all.
Concerned about what?
Well, I can understand your maternal instincts kicking in, but your body has suffered severe trauma. I was hoping that you'd be able to focus on getting better.
I am. This baby's going to help me do that. But I'm going to need your help. probably going to jail.
You want me to take care of the baby?
Yes. I know I'm asking a lot, Mom.
Yes, you are. What about Paul? He's going to want to be involved.
No. I know Paul well enough. He wants to move on. He wants to move on to his life with Meg. I'm old news, and this baby is bad news.
What if he changes his mind?
Well, then you're going to have to promise me that you will keep him away from my child.
Emily, you're asking a lot of me.
Where else am I going to turn? Who else do I have? Listen. When you wanted a child, I made that happen. It's why we have Allie, and we wouldn't trade her for anything in the world. Mom, please, in return for what I did for you, help me look after this life. It's your grandchild. It was meant to be. I know it. I can feel it.
I just hope you know what you're getting yourself into.
Susan?
I'm going to respect my daughter's wishes. You'll have to do the same.
This is a huge mistake, and you know it.
It is not your call. You don't have any part in this anymore.
It's just so much easier to blame Paul, isn't it? I mean, you want me to believe that Paul pressured Emily into an abortion where I could turn it around and accuse you of pressuring her not to.
Emily asked me questions about my pregnancy with Johnny, and so I answered them, and that's it, because I don't make it a habit of telling people how to live their lives.
Well, neither do I. And neither does Paul, because he's learned his lesson. Look, why don't you give him a chance? I don't expect you to forgive him or even open your heart to him, but stop finding new reasons to hate him.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that, because I've learned that hate is wasted energy, and I need to save my strength for my son.
And Dusty.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean that everything's going to be fine. I don't want you to expect that you and Paul and I are going to be one big happy family.
We just want a chance to show everybody that we've changed.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
You may think that you're helping out your cousin, but you're just digging him in deeper, not to mention the hole you're digging for yourself. If you were anywhere near that evidence room, I'll find out and I will bring you down.
Take your best shot.
You don't really think that Nick would steal evidence, do you?
Doubt in my mind. And why the hell are you defending that guy?
No, I'm not. Can we just concentrate on the bright side?
There's a bright side here?
Yes, of course there is. Mike gets to go home and spend time with his new wife. You can't be upset about that.
That's a pretty strange way to be coming home for the first time as husband and wife, huh?
I'm not complaining.
No, you should be. I promised you I wouldn't let my problems affect our wedding, and they did.
We are married, honey. That's all that matters.
Until Jack finds that medal and I get arrested again.
Well, maybe Jack won't find the medal. Maybe it's gone for good.
Didn't it seem a little suspicious to you, the evidence just disappearing like that?
I mean, who cares? You're free. I want to get in this house. Where are my keys?
Oh, and I left my stuff at the station. I'm such a rush to get home.
Well, I'm going to break a window if I have to.
You sure you want to go in there? It's probably a biohazard.
What are you talking about?
The shrimp you ordered for the reception, how long do you think it's been sitting there?
Don't worry. Margot tossed it already, and she put the rest of the stuff in the fridge.
Probably a lot of champagne left over.
Tons. As long as there's some chilling, I will be so happy.
Whoa. Where do you think you're going?
Inside?
No. Not like that, you're not. A lot of traditions may have gone to the wayside of this wedding, but not this one. Welcome home, Miss Casino.
Michael imitates art, murder suspect, and bestseller is murder suspect in real life. Great. This is great.
Hey, it's just a headline.
And my book keeps making things worse for you.
Hey, but your book is not why I'm in trouble. Hey, I am the one who got involved with Maya Gold. When she asked me to hide the jewels, I should have said no, but I didn't.
You also didn't kill her and seal her body up in a wall.
But someone did, and whoever it is going to pay.
Am I the only one who thinks that Jack suspects Nick of taking the St. Christopher medal out of the evidence room?
It sure seemed that way.
What do you think?
I think Nick's an honest cop. And I don't believe he'd do anything to jeopardize his job or my case by doing something so stupid.
So what do you think happened to the evidence?
I don't know. Maybe I got a guardian angel or something. You know what? I know that I have an angel as a wife. Okay, so maybe I should take her advice, forget about the outside world, and start paying attention to her.
That sounds good to me.
Sorry about the reception. I know you went to a lot of trouble to put this together.
What are you sorry about? We didn't miss it.
What do you mean?
Well, we may be a day late and a couple guests short, but we're going to have the best reception ever.
Nobody's going to be happier than I will if Mike can beat these charges. But legitimately, Carly, in court, not because somebody screwed around with the evidence.
You don't have any proof that Nick is the person who did that.
Who else? Only a cop has access to the evidence room, and only Nick has motive.
Jackie, as much as you dislike him, he's not stupid. He knows that if he does something like that and if he gets caught, it's going to look bad for Mike, too.
Boy, you're sure doing a hell of a job not defending the guy.
I'm trying to protect you.
By trying to keep me from doing my job.
By trying to keep you from running off in the wrong direction because of a personal grudge.
I'll handle this case, Carly. But if you're smart, you'd stop making excuses for Nick Kazanoff. It's usually the holier-than-thou cops that have the most to hide.
I really hate what this is doing to you. You know how important it is to stay relaxed.
I know.
Not only for the baby's sake, but for your own sake as well.
You don't think Luke will really run off, do you?
I'm not going to let that happen.
What if he starts reading into everything we say as desperation to hold on to him?
All we need to do is be honest and just let time take care of the rest.
If we have time. What if he decides that we don't understand and he just takes off? I'm scared for him.
Don't be. We raised a wonderful kid. And you know what? The situation could be worse. We could have serious problems.
I know. I know that in my head, but my heart can't seem to catch up.
Just think about him. How tough it must have been for him to tell us.
Yeah. That's another thing that's hard to hear. I mean, but he's right to be afraid. Look at us. Look at me. Here I am trying to find people to blame, make excuses
All right,
why you might
look,
be
here's
gay.
the bottom line. There's nobody to blame. We raised a smart kid. Hopefully we gave him the tools so that he's successful in life, no matter what his sexual identity is.
I hope so.
All we need to do is keep letting him know that we love him. And it's up to him to choose the path that he wants. I think that's the right thing to do as parents.
Hey! Finally, you're back. Oh,
Something wrong?
no. No, I just missed you.
Y'all packed up?
Yeah, my suitcase. I would have been done sooner, but Jennifer was here.
What'd she want?
Nothing. We just kind of ran into each other and got talking, and it wasn't very pleasant.
She gave you a hard time.
No more than I probably deserved. But I won't lie, it got under my skin. And then I started thinking if you and I were doing the right thing, moving in together.
Oh. Are you still thinking?
No. I want to be with you. And nobody has the right to stop us from being happy. They're not saying anything. Have you changed your mind?
No, not at all.
Is everything okay at the hospital?
Yeah, it could have gone better.
Is Emily okay? Did something go wrong with the procedure?
There was no procedure.
What?
Emily changed her mind. She's having the baby.
I'm not really sure what you have in mind here, baby.
Oh, really? We're documenting our reception. What did you think? Am I in focus?
Beautiful.
All right, then get over here and hit the timer.
All right.
Let's kiss for this one.
All right.
Okay, now one with the cake.
All right. It's crazy. I love that about you. All right. It's frozen solid.
Right, well, just pretend for the picture.
Oh, okay. Our children will be so proud.
They better be.
I guess we don't get to eat the cake for a while, huh?
Oh, no. Alas, your bride thought of everything. I nuked a piece for us.
You are a genius.
Yeah, well, I guess I nuked it a little too much.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay.
Here. Open wide. Ready? All right, now our honeymoon can officially begin.
Oh, wait. Wait. One more thing. Don't you want to take this off me first?
Yes. How can I refuse an offer like that?
I can't wait to try this out.
And you made that yourself.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I'm very impressed.
Hey, Carly,
Nick, what are you doing here?
I came to see Hal.
Well, Hal's in court all day. That's why I picked Parker up from school.
Hey, buddy.
Hi. Mom, can I go try my kite out?
Yeah, sure. Just stay in the yard, okay? I told you, Hal's not here.
You don't believe what Jack's trying to pin on me, do you?
I'm staying out of it.
Well, I think he should stay out of it, too. Because I didn't steal any evidence.
Tell it to Hal, Nick, not to me.
That's why I came here, because I want Hal to know my side of the story, all right? Before Jack has a chance to drag me through the mud.
And what exactly is your side of the story?
All I know is that Jack lost some evidence, and now he's trying to blame the screw-up on me.
No. No, Jack is way too thorough to let something like that happen, and you know it. And he wouldn't try to pin anything on you without proof.
Oh, yeah. Jack's just the greatest cop in the world, isn't he?
This is between you and Jack, not between you and me. So if you don't mind.
Mom, I've got a problem.
What? What happened? Where's your kite?
Stuck in a tree. I can't reach it.
Oh.
Want to give you a hand?
It's way up there.
Come on. I can climb a tree like a cat. Come on, buddy.
Okay, be careful. And Parker, you stay on the ground.
Paul is gone. I don't think he'll be back anytime soon.
Oh, that's a relief. I never thought he'd give up trying to talk me out of having the baby.
Listen, there's one thing I have to ask you. You're not having this baby because you think it's going to keep you out of jail. Because a baby can't fix what's unfixable.
No, I know that. I have to face the consequences, and nothing I do can change that.
And you still want to have this baby?
Only if I know you'll be there for me. I can't do it otherwise, Mom. Can I count on you?
Of course you can count on me, always. I'm not sure this is the right decision, but if it's your final decision, I'll be right there with you every step of the way,
This baby's gonna be a good thing for all of us. I know it. I can just feel it.
Yeah, I saw this coming. This is her way of holding on to you.
No, it's not. And even if it is, it's not going to work.
Oh, come on, Paul. Once you see the baby, your baby, you're telling me that you won't want to be a part of its
Emily
life?
made herself very clear she doesn't want me anywhere near this child. Susan, too.
Oh, and like that's ever stopped you from getting what you wanted.
What I want is for all of this to end, for us to get on with our lives together. I want to sever all ties with Emily once and for all.
I'm not talking about Emily. I'm talking about the baby.
It's a horrible situation, I know that. But this baby is not going to come between us. I swear it.
You know, I really want to believe that, Paul. But the truth is, it already has.
No, please, don't.
No, I'm sorry. But you've given me no choice. It's over.
Sponsored in part by Simon & Schuster.
Next week on As the World Turns.
So what do you want? You think we should leave? You know, we can quit school.
You run away with me.
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
No, I don't think you're crazy at all. That's the problem.
What is it? Something that proves that maybe you were right? Maybe Nick's a little more involved in this case than Mike realizes.
He suspected nothing.
You are the one person in my life I can truly trust.
Of the other man.
Is it true? Are you sleeping with Phyllis? Phyllis has been having an affair with Nick Newman.
This is the confrontation you can't miss.
How long have you been lying to me?
I didn't tell you because I was afraid, and I didn't tell you because I love you.
Well, now you're just lying to yourself.
The Young and the Restless next week.